What's up, work diver? Good to see you this morning. As you can see here, I got in on a pretty early trade here on Facebook. It was way overextended from yesterday. I noticed today that, first of all, yesterday we had a breakthrough of the high after the reported earnings and it failed. Kept coming back down to these levels here at, where was it, 211.30. Tried to break it again. Now it snapped back under, so that was a little concerning for me, the fact that it held, but it just started trickling over, so I went ahead and took position. I really wish I had gotten in here at the break of 211 again, because I think that's where it really started to, especially when it couldn't break back above 212. I could have taken a little bit of profit, added back in on one of these pullbacks, or added back in when I saw two failed pullbacks. But anyway, I'm gonna see how low this can go. I'm expecting somewhere a bounce somewhere around 205. So I may just take off, like, I don't know, 10 shares at like 205. As a matter of fact, let me see, 205.50. I'll take off 10 shares. See if it can break down there. Maybe even 205.60, just in case it stops at 205.50 and I can't get a fill. So I'll take 10 shares off there. But so good little trade to start off the day. Roku's another one that I'm looking at. It doesn't have an incredible amount of volume, but Roku has touched down at this area. It touched down back here, the 118 area, touched down here, basically anywhere between 118.40 and 118. I think 118.12 is the actual breaking point. Now, yesterday, we did see that there was a massive sell-off in the morning and it recovered. But it's been holding pretty steadily on this 100-day moving average, and I think that's kind of the thing. That's where it bounced and got the recovered that. But I think if it comes back today, I think we are going to see a good little move down, especially with the fact that SPY is making a pullback. And let me just point something out here. The SPY has still not recovered this trend line. Okay, so we've got this very distinct trend line on the daily, and it still has not recovered it. So there could be a pullback today. We've got more jobless claims reports coming out, and there could just be profit taking. And so I'm kind of looking for Roku. I set an alert, and the alert already went off. I would really like for this to maintain above these levels in pre-market, and wait for the market open for it to kind of test that 118 level a couple of times. I would probably feel pretty good about getting in, at a breakdown there. Facebook seems like it's getting a little bit of a pullback here. Not really going to come out until it's a break-even trade. My stop is going to be basically 207.50. So let's see, 25 shares. Go ahead and lock that in. And I will want to be alerted if we get back past, let's see, 207.30. So alert me on Facebook on the ask at 207.30. I'll reassess it then. And it may get a nice little pullback there. It looks like the SPY is going to get a little bit of a pullback here, but we'll see. Anyway, so again, Roku is kind of one that I'm wanting to pay closer attention to. As a matter of fact, I'll reset another alert on the bid at 118.25, and just to keep that there. The watch list is, it's not as big as it looks this morning. Zoom is another one. I don't feel as good trading Zoom. I would really want to see volume come in. Zoom is one of those things where I would look to take trades later in the morning on. If we could pull back to these levels and see resistance, maybe see resistance up here at 144, maybe get in for a good, quick, shorting, scalping type trade. Overstock is one that I think I'm going to be more interested in watching. If the volume picks up, again, the volume really has to pick up on it. Let's see, American Airlines was another one. So let's see. Looks like we could get a good move on this one today. Don't really have too much marked out. I mean, we've got $11.18 is a good possible area. SPY's getting a pullback here, so Facebook might also. May go ahead and just release this if it comes back over. $207. Just to go ahead and get out and keep it moving on some of this other stuff here. Let's see what it looks like here. Yeah, I would really want to see a push. A continued push. Let's see if we can get that. If we get too much of a heavy buy up, I'll go ahead and get out. So SPY is, by the way, meeting at a pretty critical level. Facebook still has room to pull back. Morning, Note again. Good to see you. Like I said, let's see here. Let's just see. Yeah, SPY looks like it's pushing. I may go ahead and come out here just to be safe. Give it another. This comes over 207. I'll go ahead and take it. What's up, Sauger? Good to see you. Little pre-market trade here going. Notergen's still on pain pills, etc. Dentist did well to make sure I wouldn't forget his name. Good job, dentist. Good job to the dentist. Let's see. So what are you guys watching this morning? Be interested to know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get out there. So 75 bucks on the morning, not bad. Nice little way to pad it. By the way, we are still trading in the simulator today. So yeah, so we're gonna be in here making some really nice potential trades today. UAVS and NAKD and maybe Mark. Okay, I'll take a look at that here in a sec. Okay, so Facebook is back up. So let's see. UAVS, yeah, I think that made a good move yesterday. Apparently made a really good move. Yeah, this stock can move. It can move. Be mindful, there's a lot of wicks. So, but yeah, this may actually be a really good move today. Again, for me, I would really need to see it break and hold above the 347 levels. So I'll actually put an alert out there on UAVS. Break and hold above the 340. I'll even say 348. I want to see a break and a hold above that. You were pointing out NAKD. Yeah, I don't know. This looks like it's already lost a lot of steam here. Doesn't mean it can't move, but I'd be very, very careful on this one. This actually might be a good place to just go ahead and get in because, there's a good bit of support here. It's touched, there was consolidation here. It's touched once, twice, again here. It's, tapped down on it, broke below it, but recovered it pretty well. So even if you just took, I don't know, 1,000 shares and sold it for a quick, 6-7 cents. I mean, you make 60-70 bucks on it. It might be good. It might be good for something like that. Maybe a couple thousand shares and sell it for a quick 6 cent pop. But I would definitely have my stop ready. Right down here. You're really at this point looking at potentially a 1-to-1 risk to reward. 5 cents in either direction. Although for me, maybe if it broke down past 75, I would get out. But yeah, this could be good. Like I said, I mean, you could take 2,000 shares and see what happens. I mean, I guess if it drops down to 76, you could unload 1,000 just to make sure, and then unload another 1,000 here, and then you're only really risking 40-50 bucks to maybe make potentially 150 to, I mean, you could hold on to a piece, and if it makes it back up to $1, so that's a good look there. More I talk about it, the more I'm thinking that it might not be such a bad idea. I don't know. It has a really hard time running. And it usually does not run a lot. So I don't know, man. I mean, that if that's a trade you're comfortable taking, that's probably how I would play it. I'd probably go in about 2,000 shares and try to get a good push up, at least a retest of the dollar, maybe taking off, unloading 500 shares here and there as we make our way up. Again, you could make a good 200, maybe even 250, maybe even 300, depending on how long you hold on and peace out. And then, of course, like I said, if it just ends up going back in the other direction, you can just quickly unload, maybe 1,000 here and 1,000 here, and really only get out with a $30-$40 loss. So I think, it's not a bad idea. Mark, yeah, looks like it's got some action. I don't know what the catalyst is. It's not a huge former runner. It would have to break through the 200-day moving average. So anyway, those are decent. I think UAVS, and I already marked out, I want to know if it breaks 347 because this seems like to be, the more popular of all of these Facebook, of course, is coming back down. Could break 206. Roku again. I'm looking for Roku on this daily. I want it to break these, 118 levels here. 118.12 is kind of the pivotal one for me, and I would have to go ahead and take some profit off before it gets to 116.65 because it could find support there. And then, of course, the next point would be 115, and then, of course, 114. So it would move slowly, I think. Roku can tend to be a little bit choppy too. I would really want to see a lot of volume pour into that one. ZM, again, that's one that I would look to trade later on. Overstock might be good for a long. Actually, seems like it's having a nice little breakout here. And let me check the news because I have not looked at this one. Let's see. Overstock reports Q1 results and preliminary impact of COVID. And, here's the thing. Overstock is going to do well, just like Amazon. It's kind of like an Amazon, and, it's online. There's a lot of online buying and shopping, and while stores are closed down right now, I can totally see how they would, have had an earnings beat. Now, I didn't dig into the article, so I don't know for sure what the data is on that, but I would definitely be looking to go long. I have found Overstock to be a really good trade to the long side. And so, we've got a good breakout point at 1525. So I would probably look for enough of a pullback and then a curl around. We might not get that pullback. I mean, it might just ride this EMA on the 5-minute, the 9 EMA. It might just ride that all the way up. So Notergen was calling out AMD. Yep, AMD might be another good one. I keep it here on the bottom of my list, but honestly, I don't do well with it, so I'm probably going to remove it. I've just been kicked in the face way too many times on AMD. But RCL might be one that I take a look at, just because it's kind of doing the same thing as NCLH. It could be suffering a nice pullback here. So this could be good. This could be really good, actually. I would be interested to see if it could break through these 46.50 levels, and then ultimately the $46 level. I think if the SPY remains weak, it'll be able to do that. Here's what we're looking at on the SPY right now. And I need to go ahead and mark out some levels here. First of all, this needs to be red. That's a pretty important line right there. Pretty important level. Okay. And then we'll mark that one again. Where is that level marked? Is that it? That must be a daily level. So keep that there, and we'll keep that there. And then we will mark this. Let's kind of mark this level here. And we will, seems like this is a level. UAVS is already breaking up through there in pre-market. 294.88. So that's what this level is here. So that's a pretty keen level right here. 294.88. It's a previous day high. So we're going to mark that out, and then 296.77. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I'm going to say that that's a misprint. And then this is going to be breakout dashed. Okay. So we've got levels marked here on the SPY. I'd like to see continued weakness on the SPY. Okay. So, again, I was pointing out earlier, I don't know who was in here, but SPY is still following this trend line and it's not making it over. It looks like it's starting to roll over. So whether that's going to, whether we're going to consolidate today, um, or roll over, I think we stand more of a chance of consolidating or rolling over, but nothing surprises me with this market. So who knows? I mean, it could break out through it, but I am watching this trend line, and there's a critical level here at 297.57 that I'm watching as well. So I think that's going to be very important. It's starting to approach the 100-day and 200-day moving averages right around 300, and that's where that trend line break would be. So there's a lot of resistance there, guys. And I just, even in this irrational market, I can't see it pushing through that. But again, who knows, right? Facebook looks like it could, make a move down. This is probably one that I will look to get in on at the break of 206, and I would just have to get out of it really quickly if it didn't resolve. Roku, again, I'm going to be looking for the break of 118-ish. So LABD, LABU, I don't know. I'm probably going to leave these alone. Today. But, they can make some really good moves. So, Boeing is always a good option. mRNA, I would like to know if it it's still below this trend line here. Still below this trend line. So it'd be interesting to know if we get a break, but I honestly haven't been trading that well on it. So you know what? I'm going to remove this from my list. Just going to remove it. I don't even want to look at it. Don't even want to mess with it. Guild is another one that could be making some moves today. So anyway, we got about 30 seconds to the bell, 40 seconds to the bell. Oversharing, but I haven't traded in a few days because of the pain not being able to. That's all right, man. Yeah, that's all right, man. Do what you got to do, Notre Dame. Oh, Theta Trader's calling out MNG, by the way. So, I don't see anything popping up for MNG. So I'm not sure what that is. Is that right? MNG? Okay. Looks like it, but we'll see. See what kind of a move we get here on Facebook. Nice little squeeze up. Is it going to continue to squeeze? Yep. It's coming up. There will be some resistance around 210. I might feel all right getting in there. Should have went ahead and jumped in. Roku's getting a buy up. A lot of buy ups. So this is good. Overstock getting a sell off. Might be good to get in it right now, but $206 is a breaking point. 206.70. American Airlines seems like it's getting a drop. Could just be following SPY. Roku's getting nice continued pullback. Okay, BYND had an alert go off there. Could break these levels, 97.25. Need to see more volume come in on it though. Overstock making a good pullback. American Airlines making a good pullback. Roku continuing to come up, could be hitting some resistance. Would be interesting to know. Okay, I think Let's get in here, Facebook. Is it going to break 206? Okay, coming out half just in case. Looks like it was going to break, but might not. Let's see, is it going to break here? A lot of resistance at 206. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, and it caught it. It's having a really hard time breaking 206 and staying below 206. So I'm going to come out a little bit again there. It's getting a nice little pullback. So coming out. So Facebook is whippy choppy action right now. Getting a lot of chop here. Let's get in on Facebook again. It looks like it's making its way down. Oh, come on. Chop fest. Chop fest on Facebook. There we go. Can we continue to make our way down? I'm going to come out half just in case. Oh, giving back profits from pre-market on Facebook. Gotta love it. Just no strict resolution to the downside here. There we go. Come on. Let's break 205. Can we do it? Yeesh. There we go. There we go. Come on. Break down. Okay. Gonna wait for a pullback. Roku's getting the pullback. Overstock looks like it. Overstock looks like it might actually get the drop. That's interesting. Bones hitting to the short side. Guild seems like it's wanting to go down. Let's give that a shot. Let's give that a shot. Very good. Okay, take off half there. Let's see, 8401. Is it going to see a little bit of a pullback here? SPY's continuing to get a pullback. So let's see if we can break back down through 8350. I'll consider adding there the break of 8350. Seeing some resistance. Or it's finding support, I should say. Okay, we're going to come out there. Look at some of these other ones. RCL's continuing to see a good move to the downside. See if we can get a little bit of a pullback here. Can we? Nope. This is a tough one. GILD still kind of moving around a little. Overstock making a pullback back above VWAP. Could find some resistance here. 1460. So I'd be willing to get in 200 shares at 1460. Let's look at Zoom. 138.36 is the level to beat. Move that order there on overstock. Roku's making a push back up. Facebook is trying. Facebook's hit the 203 levels. So far, so good. Boeing's making a nice little pullback here. SPY's making a good little pullback. So we're gonna go 50 shares short here on Boeing. See what kind of a move we can get. See if we can get enough of a pullback. I'll consider adding to the position at VWAP. SPY's still showing weakness, so let's look at Facebook. Facebook is continuing to fail. Roku's coming down. ZM is holding under VWAP. Overstock, a little bit of chop. American Airlines coming up. Getting a little bit of a rejection off that EMA. Let's look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute on Boeing. See if we can get a little more of a pullback on Boeing here. Going in another, so I got 100 shares at 134.33. We'll consider adding again. Really want to see a rejection here. SPY's weak. American Airlines is continuing to get a pullback up through VWAP, but it could fail. Kind of depending on that. Okay. SPY's continuing to push, so I may have to come out, take a loss. Don't want this one to get away from me. Really need to see it retrace here. Let's look at Facebook. Facebook's getting a good buyback. Overstock still looks weak. Boeing is making a good strong push up to that EMA. SPY's making a push up to VWAP. Would really need to look for a pullback here on Boeing. Don't know if we're going to get it though. SPY keeps pushing up through VWAP. I'll probably have to take this. See if we can get that break. See if we can get that break back down through VWAP. Come on. Crack back down through it. Come on. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. There we go. There we go. See if we can get it all the way down there. There we go. SPY's pulling. Boeing should be pulling with SPY. Okay, and see if we can get a move all the way down. Going to come out half just in case. We got 134.79, another 50 there. It's looking, we're looking at a pretty good case of pullback here. So let's see, let me move on over here to Facebook. Okay, Roku's getting a push up. ZM looks like it wants to lose that 136 level. Gilead still teetering around. SPY could be making a reversal right now, so SPY's going back up to test VWAP. Bone's about to have a breakout of that EMA. Strong pullback here. Just don't know if it's genuine. So just gonna kind of hold tight right now on the Boeing trade. Roku, I'm pretty sure this is nothing more than just a squeeze. I think a lot of people were expecting that to fail on the daily. So think about jumping in here for a little bit more of a buy up on it. Pretty sure it's hitting some resistance. There we go. Pull back a little bit more. See, pull back a little bit more. Okay. Gonna get in Roku there. $123.09. We'll look to take it at 122. $122.39. Check back on Boeing. Boeing's still showing strength up there at that 9 EMA. I may have to get out if it cracks through 136.35, 136. Yeah, cracks through 136.35. I'll have to get uncommitted to that one. SPY looks like it wants to continue to pull or push. It's pushing above VWAP. Okay, got to come out Boeing. So SPY looks like it's getting bought up, guys, which means that some of these other moves I'm making might not be all that great to the short side. We are meeting some resistance. There's a lot that this has to break through here. But SPY's getting a nice little pullback, so let's see, Roku, I'll put 122.09. I'll buy those back there. Maybe even 121.69. Looks like it could get back to those levels. Let's see. Yeah, Boeing is Squeezing back up. Guild looks like it wants to come back up. Okay, so I'm just going to give it some time for right now. So let's see. I would just like to recognize the fact that Matt made my daily going pre-market. Amazing stuff, man. Your old trading is shining through. I hope so, man. Doesn't look like it right this second, right? We'll see. So Mark was one that you called out earlier. NAKD is one you called out earlier. Looks like it got up to 82. UAVS. Sagar was pointing out UAVS. Yeah. I've got an alert set for that one just in case. Roku looks like it's pretty much following the SPY right now. SPY looks like it could be getting a little bit of a bounce here, but I don't know. Can't say I feel great about it. Roku has tapped on 122.80 several times. I'll consider adding again with the break of 123. But if Roku wants to continue moving north, we may add. It's had a significant buy up, and typically Roku would have a significant pullback from here. Might even, if it breaks 123, I might even consider jumping in with another 100 shares. But SPY just recovered the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. So it's looking pretty bullish. There we go. Got 100 at 123.02. Let's see a pullback here. Come on. Need to break 122.80. There we go. Need to see a clean break here. It's not breaking. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. There we go. There we go. Broke. We gonna be able to hold it? Come on. Coming out half. SPY's holding strong. Roku's probably just holding strong with it. Did not get the break I was looking for. SPY's pushing. Man, come on, Roku. Nobody's buying. Roku should be dropping no matter what the SPY is doing. Come on, Roku. Tell you what, it's like pulling teeth here on Roku right now. Just for some reason, doesn't want to drop. I don't know how this stock is just pausing here. Like this. I don't know how it's not just making a move in one direction or the other. I mean, this consolidation, this tightening range is ridiculous. It should either be going up or going down. Just doesn't want to move. Just doesn't want to move. It's having a hard time going down, that's for sure. SPY's breaking out. Getting a little bit of a rejection there. Come on. Roku should be getting the break. Come on, just make up your mind. Do I need to get out or do I need to hold? Just make up your mind, Roku. SPY's breaking. So Roku's probably going to break with it. Yeah, I'm just going to get out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Facebook, nice break. Cannot believe Roku could not just break there. That's ridiculous. ZM getting a nice move over stock. Not even going to look at that one anymore. That's out. Boeing looks interesting. American Airlines looks interesting. Guild making a nice recovery back up. NCLH, nice recovery. RCL, nice recovery. So Tesla is nothing but chop right now. Zoom, chop. Facebook continuing to pull. Oh, Roku's finally wanting to pull. Considering jumping back in. Okay, gonna jump back in. See if Roku can get that move down. Man, what a chop fest. What a chop fest. SPY's getting a pretty harsh pullback. A rejection off of a level here. The only thing that keeps me positive on Roku is this 200-day level at 124.70. SPY's getting a pretty harsh pullback right now. There's no reason why can't get a good solid pullback on Roku. Trying to be patient with it, guys. SPY's holding VWAP. Facebook again, look at Zoom, Boeing. GILD seems like it wants to get a good solid move. Okay, coming out half on Roku. SPY is just kind of chopping around, so not really getting good follow through on a lot of these. Go ahead and come in with see if we can get up to, so we'll take it at 71 there on Guild. See if we can get a pull back to the 40s, maybe even the 50s. And I might even consider adding at 85.01. Roku still getting a gradual buy up. Guild, like I said, 80, maybe even, yeah, 85.11-ish. I think I'd be good going in another 200. Or we'll just see if we can get this move down to 84.48. I've got my order right there to take them out. I think if we can break 62, we can get down there. Okay, SPY's continuing to get the push. So Guild might follow suit. Really want to see Guild get that pullback here. Come on, Guild. Get that pullback. Get that pullback. Come on. There we go. Not quite. Come on. See a flush. See a flush. We can't get that flush. It's holding, coming out 100. And there's the flush. Well, not really. There it is. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Nice trade on Guild. $55 on that. Roku is still eating me alive. Let's see. Bone looks like it's struggling. Could be pulling back here. Be interesting to know. I'll go ahead and get in on it and see if we can get some kind of a pullback on those shares. Let's see if it can get down below 139. I'll consider taking the first half there. See if we can get a good, nice flush. This looks like it's bull flagging, so going to come out, unfortunately. $140.10 is the final stop out. Really want to see a solid move. Back down, 138.68. It's a fake out breakout. It's almost kind of like a fake out breakout there. We just need to get a nice solid little pullback here on Boeing, but we might not get it. Break below 139.22. Come on, there we go. See if we can get continuation. 139.22. Come on. It'd be worth taking it. Missed that. Missed the ad. Come on. That's teasing me. I want to see us close below that on the 2-minute. Come on, Bowen. You can do it. And try to be patient with this. BYND shot all the way back up there. Man, these stocks are on a tear. We might see continuation with Boeing, unfortunately. Roku, there's no reason why it's still going up, except for the fact that maybe SPY's looking a little stronger than it was previously. Really would love to see this one resolve right here. This could come, BYND could make a very nice retracement on those 25 shares. There we go. Come on. It's having a hard time though. Let's look at Boeing. Come on, Boeing. Stop messing around. Boeing could make a really good move past 138.50. I'd consider adding there. Need to put BYND right there. There we go. BYND is continuing to make a really solid move to the downside. There we go. There we go. See if we can make even more of a move. See how far down we can come with this. I'll take off half there. So we got 13 shares left. Boeing getting a nice retracement. Man, really hard to get. Really hard to get that follow through, man. I tell you what, it's you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then all of a sudden, this happens. Come on, Boeing. It's holding 140. There we go. Come on, Bowen. Man, how is Boeing getting bought up like that? SPY's weak. Bowen was tracking with it. Come on. Is this just a short squeeze? Is that all that is? SPY's getting a VWAP bounce. Roku's getting a pullback on the 9 EMA. Can't quite break down. So it's probably going to be a good idea to come out of Roku. SPY's getting bought back up. Come on. Bowen's making a push. It's crazy. See where our next good adding point would be. Probably up at 142-ish. BYND looking like it wants to get another pullback here. SPY's pushing. BYND pushing. Yeah, I think okay, so we got 100 at 140.50 average. So I'm going to take out that 100 at, see if we can get it to 140.50. See if we can get out break even there. I'll shoot for break even there on Boeing. Roku will wait it out. And guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. I just started going through the comments here. I didn't realize I was still red. I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that the mic was still muted. My apologies. Yeah, so a wild ride there. Man, I hate that because you guys couldn't even halfway hear my commentary. I was breaking this whole thing down that I was watching here on. But okay, all right. So let me pause on this for a minute. So as Boeing was going up, I wanted to continue to add. I was calling a short squeeze on Boeing. SPY was still looking weak. SPY had been chopping around this area, just back and forth on VWAP, but the very little buy volume on SPY, and it just didn't look like it wanted to make it above. So I kept adding to Boeing. I've seen Boeing do this so many times in the last several weeks. It just goes on these uphill tears and then has these massive pullbacks. So that's why I continued to add to my position there. And obviously, we can see that it worked out. I actually had an order out here at 141, I think, 141.63 maybe. So I should have let it go through. I'd be up over $200 on the day if I had let. I had 250 shares with a 143.32 average, I think. So that would have given me 250 there. BYND has worked out really well, as you can see. Man, I had the mic off during that time, but yeah. So I'm pretty much whenever we're done with BYND, I'm gonna just pretty much be done for the day. But I kept adding to Boeing also because I was thinking to myself, if you were trading in a simulator, good and well this is just a short squeeze on Boeing right now. Good and well it's done this 500 times in the last 30 days. It's going to pull back. Just add to it. Because a big part of me wanted to get out and take the loss. But then I was like, no, I know what this is going to do. If I was in Trading Simulator, this is what I would do. So I stuck with that confidence level. I stuck with that mentality on it, and I went ahead and just went for the throat on Boeing, and we came out on top. So thank God for that. Literally. And I'm curious as to see what BYND does right now. It could make a retracement, but I'm pretty sure. I think BYND is done. I think BYND is also on a massive short squeeze right now, and I think it's going to suffer a pretty good pullback to these levels, at least the 102 levels. I could be wrong about that, but here's what I think happened. BYND looked like it was forming a bear flag right here. And it cracked through that bear flag, and all of a sudden it just got this massive buy up. I don't think BYND is really worth this right now, and I think it's going to at least come back, at least to 103, at least to test this level here, if not even all the way back to these levels down here at $100. But I could be wrong. I'm going to sit on this. I've got a stop set, or I'm going to have a stop set. And even if we just end the day up $50 today, that's fine. It'll pay for commissions, and I'll have made a little bit of money. But right now, let's see. Thanks, Notigan. I appreciate it. You keep passing out, but that was crazy to wake up to. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed that move. I enjoyed it. I really was not that worried about it, to be completely honest with you. Again, I wish I had this mic unmuted because you guys would have been able to tell by the calm in my voice here. It was not that big of a deal. Boeing is so weak. Boeing is so weak. It's not going to make this massive tear all the way up to the 180s. There's no major news on it. It just wasn't one that I really felt like entertaining. And look at this, Roku finally plummeted right down to where I needed it. So took a loss on that for no reason. Extra $50 loss, I think it was. BYND. So 105.46. So yeah, I'm curious as to see what BYND is going to do. But I am I guess it could end up coming all the way up. If it breaks 105, stop, limit. I'll get out at 105.16. Buy, stop. Otherwise, really going to look for this to continue to get some momentum to the downside. So we've got, you can see we've got the stop in place right now, 104.88. So now I'm going to move my stop down to 104.91, 105.01, stop, buy. And we'll just see where the rest of those shares go. I'd really be tempted to add in at 103, at the break of 103.43, another 100 shares, or at least another, I don't know, let's see, what's 29? 100 minus 29 is 71. So I really would like to have a 100 share position. So at the break of 103.43, we'll say at the break of 103.60. Stop. Oops. Stop. Sell. So we'll do that. I want to know when that happens. So BYND, set an alert for 103.60. I want to know before it happens. And okay, so we'll see if we can get that going right there. Facebook continuing to make a move to the downside. Facebook was really overbought on the daily. Roku is continuing to pull. Zoom is continuing to pull. I don't know how confident I feel with Zoom right now, but it might be worth taking a quick little scalp here. It's had a lot of pullbacks, so I'm a little hesitant, but there it goes. It's not going too quickly though. Boeing should have called that. Should have called that. BYND. 103.70, 103, yeah. Come on, BYND, keep moving. American Airlines, Guild, RCL, Tesla. Tesla making a solid retracement. 105.16 because of the downward trend line forming on the top side. No, I said, so it's a stop limit order. Note again, sorry, hopefully you're still with me here. Let me go back to BYND. It's a stop limit. So really, I want it to be triggered now. Well, originally I wanted it to be triggered at the break right here at 105. And I just leave 16 to give it enough room in case it has like a massive, squeeze up. Hopefully it'll catch the order, and if it doesn't, then hopefully it'll catch it on a pullback. So that's why I set it. I just usually, when I set stop limits, I'll usually set like a 20 cent limit on it after the stop trigger is hit, if that makes any sense. Because otherwise, if I just use a stop order and say there is some kind of massive squeeze, like let's just say, God forbid, there's just like a massive 50-cent squeeze. Well, I don't want to get 50 cents of slippage, but I am willing to take 16 cents worth of slippage. So if it were to pop all the way up there, my hopes would be that it would pull all the way back, at least down to that area to get me out. Usually when stuff squeezes like that, pops up 50 cents, it can pull back, easily pull back 30, 40 cents before it continues up. So I may be ready to go on another ride with Boeing here. Yeah, the stop at that level, because when I look at it, I picture drawing a line from all those wicks down. It seems it's channeling down. Oh, no, I think I see what you're talking about right now. Yeah, if you actually, yeah, that's a very, very, that's very perceptive of you. That's very perceptive of you. Yeah, because that line would be roughly, yeah, right around 105.24 maybe. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of that's good call. Yeah, good call. But if it comes up here, I just want to go ahead and get out, and then I'll see if it does reject off of that trend line. Then I might think about getting back in. Um, Looks like it might get me out here, and if it can't, this should be where it finally flushes. But see, Boeing, nobody wants to buy Boeing right now. This is so disingenuous. You know, this is just, it could be going for another squeeze. I mean, SPY is recovering VWAP again, um, so there's that. We going to get out on BYND here? Or are we going to get the flush? Come on, let's get the flush. Don't get me out. Got me out. Okay, so let's see if it rejects off this trend line here. And the 5-minute, now I could shoot up past that trend line and then get, close below the trend line. That would be, that would be interesting, obviously. I'd like to see that. Boeing looks like it could be bull flagging. I really don't want to mess with it yet. American Airlines, Guild, NCLH, RCLH. I would love to go short right here. I think it's going to get a push down to the 46 areas, but it's sitting right on that moving average there, that 100-day moving average. So I guess it'd be worth a shot, right? 46.56. I mean, SPY is weak. I guess it's a shot on 100 shares. It's worth a shot on 100 shares. And we'll see. Zoom making a nice little pullback. Roku, Boeing, forming wicks, failing. American Airlines failing. BYND. Looking like it's going to get an epic fail right there. I think if it comes back below 104, I mean, I'd probably like to get in there. RCL, I would love to see RCL get a good healthy pullback to these levels here, but I'm going to be watching NCLH. I think a lot of this is going to be dependent on what the SPY does. If the SPY maintains above VWAP, I can see this stuff continuing to push. If SPY breaks below VWAP and continues with a little bit of downward momentum, I think NCLH and RCL, I think will follow suit. Really want to see a breakdown here, but it's not really giving it to us. There we go. There we go. Here, we'll take, there we go. And take off half there, see if we can get that. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's get the half on 47. Okay, we'll take it on 46, 46. Oh, come on. SPY's all of a sudden getting a buy up. And everybody's following Daddy Spy around on the buy up. Man, come on. Let's just see what happens. We'll try to be patient here. Yep, all of a sudden the market's getting a nice big buy up here. Zoom getting a nice buy up. Roku, nice buy up. Boeing still struggling. That's good for Boeing. That's what I like to see. So we'll jump into Boeing another 50 shares, see if we can get a drop down to 142. Let's see, where was it? 142. $45. See if we can get 142.45. Should be able to get a flush down there. Quick little scalp. RCL. Come on, suffer the pullback. Suffer the pullback. Come on. There you go. Good job, RCL. Good job. See if we can get a break. Okay. Okay, took out half there. Good job. Boeing holding the line. Doesn't quite want to give us the entire pullback there. So, come on, Boeing. Ah, come on, Boeing. Now you're just being ridiculous. Here, I'm going to take it there. Come on. Come on, Boeing. Don't. Ugh. Now all of a sudden Boeing wants to get a mind of its own. You know what? If this falls, it's going to fall. If this tanks, it's going to tank hard. And I'll try to hold that 50 shares for maybe $1 move. May teeter around back and forth for a while, but SPY looks like it's continuing to get a buy up. SPY's getting a little bit of a pullback here, a little bit of a drop. Come on, Boeing. Really want to see Boeing start to come down and lose some of these levels here. Really want to see Boeing come down, lose these levels, lose the 20 moving average finally. BYND is making a move down. That's good for BYND. Come on, Boeing. Man, I'll tell you what, it's having a hard time. There we go. Come on. Break through. Break through. Okay, I'm coming out half on Boeing just because I'm up on the day. I've paid for commissions on the day. RCL is working out really good, moving back down towards that 46 mark. I'm going to go ahead and take another half off there, and I'll hold on to 25 shares on RCL. But I really want to give Boeing an opportunity also to drop as far as possible on these 25 shares. I think we can get a move back to VWAP. So I'm going to try to commit to holding Boeing as long as it's breaking through all of these levels here and holding below the 20-day moving average. I will try to hold it. Let's see. I've got in at 142.95. I'll try to hold it to 140.95. That'll be $50 on that last 25 shares. 140, or is it, would that be 141? No, that would be 140.95. I'll try. But, you know, if it comes down and like bounces off the 20 and I see resistance, a lot of resistance there, or a lot of, you know, support being established, if it looks like the bulls are going to come back in, or if the SPY starts going back up on an upwards tear, I mean, I'll just come out. But right now, the bulls are definitely holding it at the 143 level. So it's definitely something to be mindful for here. I certainly don't want to be stubborn with it, but this is the tightening range. This is the place right here where if it came and got the drop and started breaking through these critical levels, especially 142, I think we could get a good significant move down, even to VWAP. I mean, I could hold that 25 shares for a $75 move if I really wanted to, but I would take it safely at the $50 mark and just be done for the day. That would put me up over $100 on the day. Fees and commissions would be paid for. So RCL, I'll probably just go ahead and get out of RCL. So I'm done with RCL. We're up 87.26. Let's see if we can get this move on Boeing. See if we can get this move. Either we're going to get this move or there's going to be a massive short squeeze. And I don't want to be in on that. So now if it fails on the squeeze, that will be a very good bearish look, and I would consider, you know, entering back in again. It's riding that EMA, but this could be it. Well, I'll tell you what, if it flushes down here, this could be the drop. But I will say this, it's definitely looking more bullish than it is bearish right now. But I'm trying to think about I'm trying to consider all things with what's happened here. It had an incredible run up, and whether that was a short squeeze or whatever, has had a massive sell off. So you got a lot of people here, a lot of bag holders that, if it comes up to these levels and then gets slammed back down, you know, and if it doesn't look like it's going to get it back above these levels, you're going to have a lot of people selling, dumping their bags all the way down. Again, we need to be mindful of what the SPY's doing and how the SPY's looking. But if this comes above 50, I'm probably going to have to get out. Just because I don't... I mean, I guess I could see if there's a false breakout. I mean, but I don't want to risk too much. I might just remove half my shares or something like that if at the break of 50. Otherwise, I'm really going to try to be patient here with this trade. Really want to be patient with it. There we go. Okay, that's significant. There we go. That's significant. But I don't want to see it playing around these levels. I want to see a drop. There's about to be a moving average crossover here. I would love to see the 2-minute close below the 20 EMA. I think that would be significant. It'll be significant if it can close below the 9 EMA. This will be the first time it's closed below the 9 EMA since back here. But if this is just getting bought up off of that moving average, then, this is really where we want to see things start resolving. Okay, and on the 1 minute lost the 9 moving average. See if we can get a flush down and a break through the 142.14 level. That's what we're looking for, the 142.14 level. And that will also be a confirmative break below, or an affirmative break below the 20-day moving average on the 2-minute. It's holding. Bulls are holding. Bulls are also holding SPY on a critical level. There's no reason why this should not start losing. Okay, we got a confirmed close below the 9 EMA on the 2-minute. That's good. And we've got about 50 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. And I'd really love to see a move down here to the 9 EMA and then an open below it. That would be beautiful. Now, are we going to get that? I don't know. For all I know, this could come whipping back up on us. And I will get out at 143.50. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just say 25 shares, stop at 143.41. We'll do a stop limit, and that'll be 50. Let's see, is that going to be right? 31.40, yeah. Okay, we just closed the 5-minute. Well, let's see here, 143.48. You know what? I'll give it to 51. And the reason being because that's a nice whole dollar mark. So I'm going to set it and forget it with this one. And if if I get squeezed out, I get squeezed out. Facebook's making a VWAP recovery. Roku VWAP rejection. ZM looks like it's about to get the drop. Boeing. BYND. Look at that. Came right up there. So it just got my order out, guys. It actually never came above 105, but it did actually end up coming down to where it broke through VWAP. And that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm looking in the chat. Sorry. Okay, let me come all the way back up here. Thanks, Saga. Appreciate that, man. Chart Stalker, thanks, Matt, for sharing. Done for the day, up to 12. Good job. Good job. Made a Discord for us to use temporarily. Let's see. Hope it will be okay with Matt. Not sure. Let's see. I still have not looked into Discord. Yeah, one of these days I may actually make a Discord. Boeing looks like it's okay. We're getting that move on Boeing, guys. So I said that if we could get this move, I'm gonna do my best to hold it to 140. I think we said 140.95. I want to make at least 50 bucks on this trade, and really, I might let it go a little bit lower. I like these. Let me see here. I might let it go to 140. 140.75 or 140.70. That's where I would like for it to go. Now, obviously, if the story changes, if the plan changes, then I'm going to have to get out. You know, if this holds, for example, above that 9 EMA there, but I don't know. I'm almost ready to I'm almost wanting to add right here. I'm almost wanting to add. See where we're at on the 2 minute. Okay, I'm going to add. So I got 50 shares at 142.62. That way I can hold on a little bit longer. As long as it does not recover the 9 EMA on the 5 minute. If it recovers the 9 EMA on the 5 minute, story's going to change, and so is the plan. But I'd really like to see a good flush down. I'll try to make $70 on this trade. I'll try to let it get down to the $70 mark. Really want to see follow through here. There we go. Solid follow through right there. Do not want to see any kind of support. There we go. See if we can hold it. There we go. Let's get a break. There we go. And I will start taking shares off at, there we go, 141.25. I don't know why it's not taken. There we go. And let's see, 140.62. maybe 140.70. Is that where we originally had it? I should have had that order out there already, guys. 142.30. Come on. There we go. Yeesh. Okay, I had a big order, saw a big order there. Come on. Come on, break through 140. 141, that is. Okay. We gonna get it? Okay, coming out half. And we got 13 shares left. We'll see what happens to that 13 shares. But we got a 142.30 average. So if this comes back above 142, I'll get out. So 13 shares. Actually, no, I'll probably add just because this is making some good, there's really good momentum. Although on the 5-minute, if it holds that 20 moving average, that's not going to be a good look. So let's check out Facebook. It's not bad. Roku, ZM, still making a squeeze up. This is actually a spot where I would not mind starting to average in on a position. Just because ZM is so weak. But it could be getting a really nice buy up. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I really want to mess with it. BYND continuing to get another pullback. Good call note again on this wedge, by the way. GILD. Yeah, good call on that. Boeing. May just add another 50 shares at the break of 141. Oop, missed it. See if we get a little bit of a pullback. SPY's breaking VWAP. Boeing on the 15-minute. You can see it's definitely got room to move down to the VWAP, right? So question is, will it? Or is Boeing going to be chop fest like it always is? I think we all know how chop fest Boeing can be. Here we go. Come on. Look at Boeing chopping around. I don't like trading Boeing anymore, yeah. Yeah, you're right. When it moves, it's great. You know, it gets these really nice, solid follow-throughs. I mean, man, you can do really well on Boeing. But yeah, when it's doing this junk right here, it's just kind of like, what are you doing, man? Like, make up your mind. Especially when it shows, this is probably the most frustrating part when it seems like it's following SPY, but then all of a sudden it decides it doesn't want to follow SPY anymore. You know, that's when it's frustrating. That's when it's frustrating for me anyway. Anyway, really want to see a rejection here. Let's see where it closed on the 5 minute. Okay, it actually closed on that 20 moving average, which is not a good look. So we really need to lose it. If we lose it, that'll be bearish. That'll be good. So would love to lose that right now. And I might even just take a big trade right at 141. Might jump in 100 shares. But just need to see how this is going to work itself out. We may get a squeeze up. It looks like it's going for a squeeze right now. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going for a squeeze. But I'll tell you what, SPY is under VWAP. So yeah, this is a squeeze. This is a nice squeeze on Boeing. Oof. Man, what a flush. So this is kind of like where it's like now, if it does what I think it's going to do, definitely all in. SPY looks like it's trying to pull. See how high Boeing wants to come with this squeeze. It's making it up on the 9 EMA. SPY has reclaimed VWAP. So SPY has reclaimed VWAP, and we're going to go ahead and wow. SPY is losing VWAP again. There's a war right here. Guys, look at this. Look at all this whipping through the VWAP right now. Bulls are really trying to hold their position. Really trying to hold their position on that. But it looks like it's losing it ultimately. Which is good. It's good for me anyway. Might not be good for anybody else. Where's Yoni B? Yoni B, you here today? Was he in here earlier? I have not seen him. I've seen Work Diver. I've seen Sauger, Notergen, Chart Stalker. That's about it. Whoever's here, let me know if you're here, and let me know if you're enjoying the channel here today, the live stream. Give me a good old likey poo if you don't mind. Just hitting the little like button there. And hopefully you guys are learning a little bit today. I know I am. I think we're all learning every single day in this crazy world of day trading. Short it all. I'm always here, just lurking like Batman. Nice. Nice. I'm Batman. That's what that sounds like. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. He's lurking in the shadows. Lurking in the shadows. Sauger's here. So we got Sauger. We got Short It All. Note again. Looks like a 20 bounce also. Yeah, on Boeing. Looks like it, but I don't know, man. SPY is continuing to be weak. It has not been able to maintain above VWAP. Boeing could make a significant move to the downside. I will look for the break of 141 and will consider adding. at the break of 141. I'm really kind of considering going ahead and adding here, as long as the SPY remains weak, because the we could not hold the 5-minute on Boeing, so. But the 15-minute is doing all right. It looks like it got bought up. So waiting for that BYND breakdown. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Sauger threw me the old Spock. He threw me the old Spock. BYND, I think, is going to get that breakdown. I think it's just a matter of when. Man, I really want to add on Boeing right here. SPY's trying to make it back to VWAP. Okay, I'm adding on Boeing. I got 38 shares at 141.95. Looks like we can get the drop. Let me look at the 5-minute. Really need to crush. Really need to crush. Man, we've got to get through this right here. We've got to break, and it's just not wanting to break. Come on. And if it holds that 20 EMA, need to see it crush that, and we need to see a break of 141.26. Otherwise, I'm going to have to end up getting out. But I'm trying to be patient with it. 2-minute looks good. 1-minute looks good. But we also could be looking at one of these right here. So I want to be ready for that. Nope, it broke it. It broke it. Question is did it break it on the 2-minute? There we go. So what are we getting here? We got 38 shares. Man, come on. You're not going to get a buyback all the way back up here. How ridiculous. Need to come back down. We need to break 141. Want to see us test 141 again. There we go. There's a little bit of come on. This is ridiculous. We got one more minute for it to break down and hold below that 20. If we get too much of a pullback, I got to come out. Do not want to lose. Okay, SPY's pulling. Come on, it's gonna fail. Let's get a fail. Got 15 seconds. Let's get this fail. There we go. It's a nice fail. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. There you go. There you go. Gonna take it at take off half at 28. Nope. I'll hold. End of the 5-minute. We need to see a flush through that 20. We need to see a flush through that 20. SPY's trying to push back up through VWAP. There we go. Boeing. Zoom in a little here. Let's watch this happen. We need a break of 141, and I'll be able to hold this piece out as we get towards VWAP. Tell you what, guys, it's making it difficult. It's making it difficult. This is not looking good. Come above 141.70, I'll have to get out. Need to see a fail right here. We're in a tightening range. If we're going to get it, this is where we can get it. Failed this trend line. Okay, it's curling around. I'm going to have to get out. Really need to see a drop right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Trying to be patient. Got my stop out point set. Fingers on the hotkeys. This is the point. We want to see it lose it here. And it could just be a fake out. If I have to get out, it could just be a fake out. But I'd rather get out than get squeezed. So really need to see it break the 141.09 level. That was good. There we go. SPY's pulling. Come on, SPY's pulling. Okay, I've got my hard stop in right now. We need to see this flush. This needs to be the flush right here. It's holding. I mean, this is either bear flagging or it's going to be a trap. Tightening range. This is going to be explosive one way or the other. May get me out here. We'll see. In the meantime, let's look for some other ones. Oh, okay, on baby duty today. Good to see you, Yoni B. Yeah, I hope you're doing great too, man. We're doing well. It's the flat bottom breakdown. Isn't that your favorite pattern? Yeah, it is. It really is. But sometimes on the flat bottoms, you'll get a quick pop fake out before it finally falls. I kind of like to see the fake outs. I don't want to see one today because then it's going to get me out. But I kind of like to, like when I come in and I see fake outs, previous fake outs that didn't really resolve, I know that there's definitely a better chance for it to get some momentum to the downside. But right now, SPY just broke right back up through VWAP, so that could help Bowen a little. And unless Bowen wants to diverge and still go in its own direction, I mean, I still think this has the makings to crush down through VWAP. So, and it looks like it's getting a mind of its own. So this could be good. This could be good. But I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. Thing is if it pops over a certain level, you know, I've got to get out. I really don't want to chance it. I think I'll take it at 69 instead. There we go. That's good. So it's getting a nice little flush here. There we go. Is this going to be the move down to VWAP? Would love to see that. There we go. Nice, beautiful move down to VWAP. I'll go ahead and take half off there. We got 19 shares left. And let's go for a VWAP break, guys. Let's put us over 200. Would be great to have a $200 day. And, you know, check this out. This is something I did not do. I did not trade in simulation at all today. But I'll tell you what, we'll go through some of these right here and I'll see, is there something that I would trade? Boeing, 140. I would actually get in here with 300 shares on a pullback just for a quick scalp. So let's see if we get a pullback here on Boeing. Okay, so I would get in probably, 200 shares here for a quick retest of some of these levels. Maybe even for a crack. So this is simulation. There we go. Oops. Going to go ahead and buy back 100 shares. And we'll see if we get the break of 140.50, and then we'll go ahead and buy back another 100 shares. Look at that quick $64 scalp. That is see, this is why this is I can't even. This is why I try to tell you guys, like, this is that's how I normally trade, just with full-blown confidence. I don't, you know, I don't mess around. Made $64 in that one move. That's all it took. Now I am looking for a VWAP break on Boeing, and I would love to see a move down. I would like to take those last 19 shares at 139.77. I think I would take it at 57, 139, maybe even 47. Buy. So let's see. Man, I'm sorry you hadn't been getting good sleep. Note again. Yeah, I'm with Yoni B. I hope you get well soon. Yeah, and it's good. That's responsible, man. You don't want to trade while on pain medication. I mean, I get it, man. That's a good responsible. That's the responsible thing to do. So you can probably lose a lot of money on pain meds. Yeah, Yoni B, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to kill it today. I just, I want to really get to that $200 goal. And in all honesty, I probably just need to be done trading for the day here. I've actually got some other work I got to get to, so really want to see that VWAP breakthrough on Boeing. And, I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if we could get all the way back to the 138 level. maybe even 137. Really wouldn't be surprised. I almost feel like I ought to try to take those 19 shares at like, let's see, where would it be here? Well, there's a lot of consolidation here, so nah, I'll keep it where it's at. I actually need to put it up to probably 139.57 actually, or I could just move a stop down, but I'll go ahead and put it there just in case. I'd really like to kind of move through some of these other ones and see if there's anything else going on. Zoom, nice VWAP projection on Zoom. BYND or Bowen. BYND got a breakthrough on this, so I don't trust it right now. It's consolidating through that trend line. It's consolidating, so see where Boeing is. See if we get the crack. Man, this could get a good flush. Man, this could get such a nice flush through VWAP. Where's this support? 138.74. I'm going to put it at 139.37, and let's just see if it can get down there. Let's just see. It could end up holding VWAP, but you know, SPY is continuously under VWAP. It looks like it's forming a little double bottom here, maybe a triple bottom. So if it breaks through and comes down, I think it could drag the rest of the market with it. Facebook, Roku, ZM. I don't really feel good about any of those. BYND, don't really feel good about that. Guild, definitely making a good strong move down with the SPY. This could be a really good move on GILD. Previous day low 290.23. 290.23. I don't know why I don't have that level marked out, but this is actually a very critical level. This is yesterday's low. So we need to be mindful of that. It's yesterday's low. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys can't even see what I'm doing here. This is the low of the day yesterday. I can't believe I didn't even have that marked out. And this is the low of the day today right here at 289.58. Then we have another critical level past that. SPY's knocking on the door to yesterday's low. It's definitely knocking on the door. Boeing, would really love to see, I mean, this is kind of the litmus test here. Love to see a break of 140 down towards 138. I think we can get this fill here on at 139.37 if it can break. Now obviously if we continue to suffer this pullback here, then all this is going to be is a VWAP bounce, VWAP reversal. So that won't be cool. And 141.77, let's see. I mean, I guess I could, I guess, I don't know if I want to. I'd like to make some money on it. We'll do a stop limit at 141. We'll just do a stop limit at 141. If it comes over 140, well, okay. That was a really quick move back up. Wow. What's happening here? A little bit of a short squeeze. Okay, coming out. So I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why Boeing all of a sudden became so volatile. Might literally just be a temporary short squeeze, or somebody buying back their position. So, but anyway. I'm gonna look for a quick scalp on Guild here. 83.50. Let's see. See if we can get up to 83.30s. Looks like it's suffering a little there, so we'll go ahead and get in 100 shares there, and then we'll get in at 100 shares at 83.45. See if we can make a quick scalp here. Actually, let's look at this. See what SPY's doing. SPY continues to get the drop. Guild will probably continue to get the drop. SPY comes back above that level. That will not be good. Really need to see SPY continue to make a move down. Need to see SPY pull pretty hard. And I may need to just come out of this one. It's teetering around too much. Okay, I'm going to come out of that one, and we're just going to call that break even on that trade. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've probably spent right around $70 in fees and commissions today. So, so yeah, probably ending the day down right at $100. SPY looks like it wants to continue to low of day. Let's see, Boeing. Yeah, Boeing, that was literally just a short squeeze on Boeing. So this may continue to come down and break. VWAP. BYND looks like it's going to get a flat top breakdown, but it's holding VWAP, so I still feel that this whole move here on BYND was an artificial, just a short squeeze. And I feel like you might even have bag holders here that are waiting for a VWAP reversal, and if they don't get it and it cracks through, I think a lot of people are going to be dumping, at least, down to the you know, maybe the 102 to anywhere from 100 to 102 levels. But that's just food for thought for later on today, just for anybody who cares. I think, let's see, Guild. If Spy continues to pull, Guild's going to continue to pull, but Guild is a little too. It's making me a little too nervous right now, so I really don't care to do anything with that. Roku is my only heartbreaking move today. I really wish. I mean, I really genuinely wish I would have just held on to that. But I mean, I knew it was at resistance. That's the thing. I got scared. I got scared and I pulled out. This really only would have been first move on it was legit, but I think I lost an additional, I don't know, anywhere from $70 to $100 maybe on that last move, or maybe $50. I can't remember. Roku really should have only been like an $80 loss today, you know, and I should be ending the day up like 250. But you know, you win some, you lose some. RCL looks like it's going to continue to suffer a pretty good pullback here, but it's kind of, RCL's kind of like Guild. I don't trust it. It's a little bit difficult to trade from time to time. I mean, if it breaks 46.21, as long as Spy, I guess it would be worth. I guess it'd be worth taking a stab at if we get a pullback. Let's see if we can get a pullback up to 46.55. See if we can get a quick pullback up there. Get a quick $10 scalp. Maybe a good $15 scalp. You know what? $200 shares would be worth it. Wow. Looks like it's getting a continuation. Oh, missed that move. Flushed down way too quickly. Man, look at that. Just getting hammered. So's the Spy. Kind of glad I didn't get in on that one. Boeing coming back to VWAP. BYND finally getting that break. There it goes. There's the break. I want to give it a shot, but I'd rather wait for a pullback. BYND is known for having critical breaks and then severely sharp pullbacks. As a matter of fact, actually here, we can see it right here. Look at this. Critical break below VWAP, and then look, it came all the way up. If I had tried to average in here for a VWAP reversal, it would have went all against me all the way up here. I'd have had to suffer through all of this. So, tell you what though, it looks like it's going to break. I think if Spy continues to go, that would have been beautiful. I should have jumped in on that. Oh, that would have been such a beautiful move. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That would have been such a beautiful move. As a matter of fact, I really need to take this trade right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it right here. Let's see. jumping in 100. Oh, pull back. How many people are getting stuck on that pullback? If it breaks 102.10, if I see any selling on 102.10, I'm jumping in another 100. This is simulation. There we go. Oh, took off without me. It's just taken off without me. I'll give it to the break of 101.50. So 101.44 is where I'll take it. And I'm just going to sit. I'm going to wait. Something that I would normally have done oh so many years ago. Oh, so many moons ago. Look at this. We're about to get it. I would actually remove 101.44 because if we get that flush, we're going to get a huge flush. So I'm going to say 101.30. There we go. And we're out. Look at that. Another $81 on BYND. We're up 145 in just 2 moves in simulation. That's why I said, guys, like it's such a different thing. It's such a different thing when you're in a simulator. But I told you, if we get this break, it's going to come down here to anywhere from 100 to 101. Now I'm kind of in that place where I definitely would not get in, not even in simulation, just because it's made such a it's made such a huge move already. I would look for a retracement. I would look for a retracement maybe on the 1 minute or the 2 minute. And it would have to be just for a quick in and out type of scalp trade. So here's what I would do. Let me see. 102.50, 102.49. Sell. And then I'd buy it back immediately at 102.19. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert. Let's see, BYND 102.01 on the ask. So we'll see if it gets up there. Roku's getting the drop. SPY's continuing to get the drop. ZM's holding strong. Boeing is finally cracking through VWAP. So Boeing, that little son of a gun, got me out on that short squeeze. It's like I told you, it's unfortunate you get, chopped out on those short squeezes, but, this actually is, like I said, this is what I like to see. I like to see those failed breakouts. And I really should have gone short here. I think if I was in simulation, I would have gone short there. Guild continuing to make resolution to the downside. NCLH, RCL. Man, look at this. Got a whole dollar drop on that. I would love to see a pullback here. Would love to see a pullback. 45, 32. SPY making a really nice solid move. I just don't want to chase this. Thanks, Apara. Appreciate it. Hope your trading has gone well today also. Probably would want to wait for 42 and then 62. See if we can get a quick scalp on this. See if we can get a quick scalp. I'm in at 42. Just needed to drop down to 45.27. See if we can get that. Can we get that? There we go. Not quite. There we go. Got it. Okay, so that was a nice little scalp on RCL. The reason I put 42 is because I noticed that there was a resistance right here. And so I figured, you know, a lot of times pullbacks will come almost up to resistance and then they'll pull back before they start moving forward. But I removed my order at 62 because I thought, you know, this is at 56 here. It's going to have a much higher breakout than that. And I was actually going to set my second order at 45.72, which I'll actually do right now. So 45.72 is where I would take the next 100 shares. I'm also watching SPY make a little bit of a pullback. And then I would do 46.12. Only because, maybe 46.02 actually, because there's resistance here and there's the previous candle is there. So 46.02. So if this gets up to 45.72, I'm going to take it at 57. Same thing that I did on this move from 42 to 27. Just making nice little 15 bucks here and there. 15 bucks here, 15 bucks there. That's all I'm really trying to go for on 100 shares. Just padding the wallet, trying to push over the 200 mark. If it gets out of control, I'll just stop where I need to. So it looks like might be actually 45.74 sell. And then I would go for 60 probably. Maybe a quick 14 bucks there. That would actually put me over 200. We got an order BYND 102.49. Yeah, that would, I'd actually probably go for higher than that. I do want to be alerted if it gets over that. So we might need to go for 45.82. Yeah, I'm gonna change this from 74 to 82 Because I think it's much more likely for it to get to 82 and have a pull back to 68 than for it to get to 74 and have a pull back to 60. I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's just see. 53. Yeah. So on the 5 minute, here's the main reason. The main reason is I don't think it's just going to pull up to 74. I think it's actually going to pull up to 84, maybe even 94. And so we still want to have something at a reasonable place that we could get back to. And you always have, even if you go up into the 90s, you always have a good shot of getting back down into the 60s on volatile moves like this. It's not always the case. Thanks, Work Diver. Hope you're doing well on your end also. So let's see. We need to get a really strong blast, we'll call it. We'll call it a blast. We want to get a really strong blast up, and that'll poke out just past this 20 moving average on 80. Let's see if we can get up to 80. Come on. Now, if we get to 80, if we like tag 80 and then pull back, then I'm going to remove it and I'm going to put it back a little bit further. And the reason I'm going to do that is because a lot of times if it finds resistance and pulls back, once it breaks up through that resistance, it goes a lot farther than where you think it would go. You know, like for example, we tapped up here. Well, this isn't really the best example. So I can tell you right now, though, seeing that we jumped up from when we broke out past, what was it, 49, we went all the way up to 65. So that tells me we can almost move 20 points in a breakout. So from 65 to 82 is almost 20 points. So that's kind of the math behind it. And then again, I would just look for a pullback to 68. Just make a quick 14 bucks, maybe even 67. I think I'd be able to go for 67 at that rate if it pulled up. Now, if it pulls up past 84, like if it goes up into the 90s, then I'll probably set this order right around 45.72 or something like that. I'll have to take a less on it, maybe even 45.74, and maybe just settle for 10 bucks. But, you know, at that rate, you're paying for the trade, you're making 10 bucks. You're paying for the trade and you're making 8 bucks. At least with the commission structure that I've got right now. SPY, by the way, touched down on a very, very key area, and that area was 288.71. That's a very critical level marked out. You can see, well, let me focus here. Okay, let's get a breakout. Come on. It's not going to give it to me. Now, back when I was a little bit more ballsy, so to speak, you know, I'd just go like 400 shares short or 300 shares short on a $45 stock and pick it up 10 cents later, make 30, 40 bucks in that one move. You know, so you're not having to wait for a 15 cent. You only just need a 10 cent move, you know, for it to come back on you. It's kind of almost like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Clay Trader. It's basically a Clay Trader strategy, and he's really good with those moves. Nice strong reversal on Boeing, but I'm not really buying it, and here's why. Looks like another rejection. It's like another wedge rejection and a failed breakout through those moving averages. I'd kind of actually feel all right about, well, I missed the ad, but going going short here. If I can get filled on 40 and then take it on 20. See if we can get a quick little flush down to 20. Not quite, almost. We should get that flush to 20. It's only 10 bucks. There we go. Okay, packed on another 10 bucks. We're up 199. Only reason I felt confident about that is because number one, we had a failed breakout, and then we're getting it's a trend line rejection. We're still sitting on VWAP though, so I didn't want to wait for like some full move all the way down here, even though it's probably going to break back down through and come down to test these levels. But you never know with Boeing. Boeing can be pretty iffy on that stuff. Okay, getting a potential move up. We hit 71. Paused at 71. Okay. So I want to move this up to 88, 45.88. And then I'll move this up to 46.18 in case we get some really massive break. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to add to it. Look at this. 88, 74. So if it jumps up to 88, I'll take it back out at 74. See if we get it. Now, if it flushes up, takes my order, and gets like way up into the 90s or something, I'm going to have to move my order up even more. Just getting these quick little pops. BYND still losing. Boeing still messing around at these levels up here. Can't seem to get a trend line breakthrough. Probably is going to finally get that fail down to these levels down here. I'd almost be fine to go in with 25 shares. And see if we can get a flush down. Enough of a flush for me to make, 15, 20 bucks on it. Okay. It's not getting me in. I don't know why that wouldn't get me in. It looked like it was buying up on 33, but this is probably the move we were looking for. This is probably going to get down to 139.70s. This line right here is what we're looking for. Flush down to there, maybe even 139.60s. And this would have been the quick 15 bucks probably on 25 shares. We've gotten in at 33 and taken it maybe at 70. Not quite 15 bucks, but enough to put me over on the day. There it goes. Paused in the 80s. Got down to 80, touched down to 80. It's probably going to continue moving though. We'll come back and check on it here in a minute. Let's see. RCL. SPY's getting a fail. RCL's getting a fail on the 5 minute. RCL is just so, it just moves so slowly. And that was a good little flush there. Check out Bowen. There it is. Bowen's down into, okay, so it would have got me out there, went down to 64. Looks like, wait, nope, 75. Is that 75? Where did you get down to? 70, 139.70. So, yeah, that would have been my move right there. Nice little wedge pattern it's holding. So, all right, guys. Well, this is pretty much it for me. I feel very good about today. Just Roku is kind of the only thing here. If I pull out my executions, you can see that, you know, just messed around in here too much and had to buy my way out. You know, I shorted it multiple times, bought out a little here and here, held on to the last piece, and it came all the way back here. I really should have gotten out. I could have made, I think it was showing like maybe a $30 profit or 20, or no, that might have been Boeing. Okay, so this was probably just showing break even at this point, but you know, it came all the way back up here, and I should have known that this was double topping because of the level of resistance right back here. You know, we've got all this kind of in this area here. You know, it touched several times all through here, all through here, all through here. There was a lot of consolidation here, and I knew it was a fake run up. SPY was weak. Should have just held on to it, guys. I would have done well on Roku, and today would have been, you know, probably $250 day. So, but I feel better. You know, I feel like today was kind of the you know, just proving to myself once again, like that, you know, I can do this, and I need to have that confidence, just like I did here with Boeing. I hate that my mic was muted because I felt extremely confident on Boeing. And let's see, I got in here the first time and I lost a little on this trade, right? Averaged in back here, got out here, got out here. Here I tried to go short again, ended up having to get out here, right? And then finally saw this run up and I said, you know what, this is a good place to get in. And I got in here and I added again. So I added at, let's see, maybe I only got out half my shares here. Yeah, I think I had an average of 50 shares at 139.51. I added another 50 here at 141.59. I let it move $2 whole, then got in another here, 142, another here at 143, and another here right at the top at 144. And I had built a 250 share position, came all the way back here. And I got out with a, let's see, 141.96. Got out with a, I don't know, $60 profit on that, $70, enough to bring me back to black on Boeing. And then of course I made a nice little move here, got out some of the shares here, but then it started resolving. I got back in here, took out there. Really nice trade here, really nice trade here. Got out the rest break even. This is where it stopped me out. And then quick little, nice little scalp here. So did well on Boeing today. But this was it. This was it, because this is something I would normally do. I would definitely average in knowing that this was a BS move on Boeing. And so even here, if you look at this, and I didn't notice this before, but now I'm looking at it. I mean, look at this. How perfect is that? How perfect is that? Trendline rejection. Looking at a more macro daily trendline rejection here. Just a perfect rejection. So, man, if I had noticed that, I might have even averaged in another 50 shares at that point. But anyway, it is what it is, guys. Feel pretty good about the day. Like I said, just kind of slowly getting my confidence back. But you can even see here, I mean, this is foolproof. I took 2 trades that lasted seconds. Or minutes. Just a minute. Basically a minute a piece. Each of these trades lasted about a minute. And this is what I made. For 2 minutes of work, I made $145. And this isn't just my strategy. This is my strategy and confidence. This is my strategy and confidence. It's one thing to have a strategy. You can test a strategy all day long in a simulator. It's another thing to put your real money on the line and maintain that same level of confidence that you have in simulation. So let it be a lesson to all of us, myself included. And anyway, I've probably yapped at my jaws enough. We'll just see. We'll do one more little browse through here. Facebook, Roku. It's really nothing to do right now. I think I'm just let the market fight its way through all this stuff. This is a flat bottom on Guild. I would take it, but I don't trust it. I think there's more potential for there to be a reversal here. As a matter of fact, I would almost get in 100 shares here and just take the loss at the break of 70. Just because SPY looks like it's going to reverse. See if we can get a little bit better of a price here. SPY's coming back. Okay, I'm going to get in 100 shares on Guild. I'm going to go long on this, and I will just put a stop below $74 or below 75. Let me look here one more time. Yeah, this looks like it could make a gradual push up. But Guild is also known for having these fake little breakdowns. I don't know. I'd want to stop at, I guess if I was really giving the stock room to breathe, okay, there's $10. Look at that. It's a nice little. I'm gonna sell 50 shares at 92. See if he can take it. Nope. Just and let the other 50 ride. Oh, come on. SPY looks like it could resolve to the downside now. The only reason I took this trade was because SPY looked like it was reversing. And now it does not look like it's reversing, so I may have to come out here. SPY gonna hold. SPY's breaking. Okay, Gild's probably gonna break. So that was the only reason. The only reason I was going long on Gild is because this right here. SPY looked like it had made a higher low and like it was going to reverse for a pullback. Then it started coming down. Gild, man, I should have taken it there. That would have put me over 200 bucks on the day. But it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to take a quick little stab. It was just 100 shares. Lost, what, $4 or $5 on it, so no big deal. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to cut it here. I will, chime back in the markets maybe a little bit later on and see if there's anything interesting. But other than that, pretty much done for the day. And appreciate it. Short it all. Glad that all you guys were, able to join me today. Sapera, Notergen, Yoni B, Sagar, good seeing you guys. Work Diver, always good to see you, man. And yeah, I think we had Theta Trader in here, Chart Stalker. Had quite a few people come through the chat today, and so it's always good to see you guys. Anyway, good day of trading, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day. Be productive. Don't spend too much time in these markets. This stuff can mess with our heads if we let it. But good, solid couple hours of trading and just being here in the live stream. Always enjoy it with you guys. So have a great day, and come back later and look for that recap. All right, guys, take care.